Hello and welcome to another side play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Shelter. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $5 a month, $54 a year. So, on the last Let's Play, we were in that kind of in-between world or whatever, I'm not sure, other world, where we were talking with Luke, and, he was telling us about stuff, and we were interacting with also humans that were energy people or something like that. I don't know, speaking windings. And he was telling us how he is basically sacrificing his memories for us to, not turn into a monster and everything like that. Also, things are kind of weird because we were also a human in that universe for some reason. And also talking about the reason why people kind of go crazy when they use human powers. But it didn't really go into why, just that people do for some reason. And also about a solar eclipse? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll learn it in context. But enough about that for now. We gotta reset our face. And begin. The cold wind batters me again. It chills me through my bones. But that's just it. I don't feel like dying or turning. I'm just overwhelmed. Tired. One thought lingers through my mind as the cold and wind wash the haze away. What the hell did I just witness? Acri. I cry, realizing I can remember Acri again. The barrier, summoned by Luke, cracks. The sound from the other side pierces through. Relentless hacks at the bear over and over, snarling with rabid fury. I can hear Shagbark's pained grunts as he wobbles away, leaving a trail of blood droplets leaking from this stump from his arm. I push myself off the floor with my wobbling arms, and, while they give up after a moment, I'm still almost able to rise a bit. I touch my lower spine, where the broken mana crystal should be, and, through the open, warm, bleeding wound, I can feel a smooth, solid structure, my vertebrae, replaced with another crystal. It's not feline. I can still feel all of my released feline mana flowing inside me, but it's completely dissolved. But it's in its completely dissolved ethereal form, all of it. How can I not be dead right now? Luke. I turn towards him, and I'm shocked to see his eyes staring mindlessly at nothing. They're fully open, but unmoving. I would think he's dead, if it wasn't for the faint, wide stream of his breathing. But something is very wrong with him. I already know he's not going to make it. I've seen it. Where exactly was I in that vision? The web of cracks grows wider and thicker across the magic barrier. The sounds of bashing as the lynx's furious shouts echo through the cold night air. Soon, he will break through. I won't be able to recover in time to defend against him. I won't be able to protect Luke. He still isn't blinking. I realize that the outer layer of his eyes start to freeze over, so I hurry up to cover them. However, I still can't move my arms properly. Crap. A speck of magic brushes against my cheek, busting off from the barrier. It's about to break. Relentless is going to finish me, and then, whatever happens, Luke is still destined to. No, I can't let this happen. At the very least, I can still stop Letness. I focus my mind on all the feline mana flowing through my spirits. There's so much of it, but it's so naturally orderly. The moment he breaks through, I can let it all out. Luke won't have to suffer through his turning, and Letness. I'll take him down with me, Luke and Acri. Finally, the barrier shatters into 1,000 pieces. Letness leaps forward and swings his blade at me. The magic inside me and around us crackles and burns. And as I look through the white, sparkling dust at the lynx's face for just an instant, my eyes show me a kitten. Our sacred, protective, considerate brother, scared for the change and loss. And a shadow behind him. It doesn't last any length of time at all, but that flash makes my resolution and all of the mana inside me grow cold. As I stare into his unrecognizably hateful eyes, I finally realize, with a newfound clarity, that none of this made any bloody sense before. But now, it does. My vision shifts again. Everything becomes both sharper and unrecognizable at the same time. Like the very concepts of light and shadows around us become separate, tangible substances. Letness' blade doesn't reach my neck. It stops a mere inch before the fur parried by the reverse held dagger in the cloaked wolf's hand. I was like, wait a second. I thought that we would be him, but then it's like, wait, then why does he have an eye patch? But then also I see him now. Dances with Wolves. Remember that movie? A swift kick to the wolf's boot blasts the lynx, stumbling back. Then another strike sends him flying a few meters high. Before he can even hit the ground, Letness gets smothered by the vicious embrace of light and shadows, freeze mid-fall. Nothing around us moves. Even the wind doesn't blow in this quiet, magical stillness. The wolf looks down at me. Then at Luke. He grits his teeth, with a look in his eyes that speaks 100 different painful emotions all at once. Grief, regret, shame. He kneels down in front of my human friend and closes his frost-coated eyes. He looks back at me again. He holds my hand. And then I feel a strong pull as I fly through the shadows, led forward by the wolf. We jump off the edge of shelter and flow through the darkness below, as if drowning in a rumbling waterfall. The moment he hit the rocks, the shadow split like a wave. I don't even feel like that impact on my body. For a split second, what am I looking at? It takes for the wolf to find his balance. I see a blob of black mass crawling towards us. Bones sprout and crumble from it, failing to keep its limbs stable. I recognize elements of Acri's armor sticking from the flesh. Ah. Then, we shoot out of the shadows and towards the hills. The lightning fast, mad rush between the rocks and boulders. Everything around me smudges into black and white strokes. It becomes hard to track where we are and where we're going. I'm scared and disoriented, and my thoughts are still with my brother and Luke. Is this how it all ends? Suddenly, we fumble over the snow and fall to the ground. The wolf lets go of me. He turns around and sits down, gasping for air. I tremble on my own feet surprised I can stand and keep my balance so well. It doesn't even hurt. Even weak as I am now, my body still hasn't felt so good and comfortable in months. Or, for as long as I can remember, come to think of it. What in bloody tarnation happened out there? Bloody tarnation? I'm sorry, and also sorry, I have to change my legs. Is Aeon, or maybe not Aeon, but somebody like Aeon, cowboy? Reset face. Oh, right. I'm mute. Of course. Never mind. Shiny eyes. The eyes of the observer. Huh? They still wear off soon. They will wear off soon. You have to stay calm until they do. So, he chose to save your sorry hide and give himself up, and abandon his mission. His whole potential thrown away on a whim. I knew he was a wild card. Damn. What a disappointment. It's okay. It's fine. We still have options. A big monster from the lake. It will return eventually. I should still have enough time to find its final missing piece before it does. Okay, there's stuff I'm probably gonna have to focus on. It's missing piece. It's gonna be rough. But I can do it. We'll find another chance. Even if I have to do everything on my own. But that's none of your concern, I suppose. Oh, Shelter 1 and only survivor, or Shelter's only one survivor. A lone wolf, just like me. Now, that's a proper origin story. Not as gripping as mine, let's be honest, but passable. I could even introduce you to the wild wolves. I'm not one of them anymore, being alone and all, but I can vouch for you. This could be the start of your path to revenge on the cats, if that's what you want to do. Or just run away, forget this day, and live your life. I don't care. I promised to keep you safe, and I did. You're on your own now. Shelter, it's still there. We're not really that far. I feel scared looking at it. I don't even need to imagine what's about to happen there, because I've already seen it. A lot of people came to my aid through my whole life to get me where I am now. I'm finally safe, still alive. I can live, and I can leave and live. I feel a nagging pull towards that choice. Like, that's the obvious thing to do. Like, that's something that's already been decided. The end? I can flee. I can live. I can start from scratch. I can regret. Take a deep breath. And I start walking towards Shelter instead, fighting that compulsion. Okay, good. Because I was like, did Rouse do that stupid thing I hate in video games where it's like, and then you get this ending, which is the bad ending because reasons. You picked the wrong choice. You decided to, not trust this person, but also go get evidence instead of not trusting this person, just asking them. Which, I played I Promise, and it's like, the chance that kills you or gets the good ending is kind of hard to do, but definitely not as bad as Major Minors. But anyways, enough about that. Oh, so that's what you're gonna do? just go back and die in a blaze of glory? Well, go ahead. Do whatever you want. I don't have enough strength to stop you, even if I cared. Seriously, what the hell do you think you're doing? Come back here right now. You're gonna die. All of their strongest dogs are probably already dead. You're just going to get yourself slaughtered. There's nothing you can do there alone. But I'm not alone. What? Did you say something? I'm not alone. I guess I probably should have just gone really close to the mic. That would have helped. They aren't gone yet. They're still fighting. I can feel it. They need help. And what can you do, huh? The cats have the relics. The best ones you lot have ever found. How can you compete with that? The relics. They're just tools. They don't even know how they work. But I think I do. Oh, for fuck. Don't you dare take another step. Listen. I know you don't remember, but you used to have a brother. His name was Akri. Both of you were born together. 2 Dachshund brothers. Inseparable. So wait, why is it that he was supposedly forgetting his brother? He cared for you your whole life. He brought you to shelter to give you a good, happy life. He pretty much sold his soul, looking for ways to save you. But he knew he could die and leave you any day. That scared him. The day he finally agreed to introduce felines to the shelter, he knew we were playing with fire, so he forced me to make a promise. If all this goes wrong and I'm lost, make sure that at least my other half survives. He said something along those lines. I already kept that promise, right? I brought you to safety. So, you can go back there and get yourself killed if you really want, but damn, please don't. Akri, other half, huh? In the past, that would have been obvious, but now? How can you be so sure he meant me? Well, duh. Who else could he? What? No. No way he meant him. He didn't even care about him. Not for real. Don't worry. You're not alone in this either. Thank you for saving me. You can rest. That's our problem now. We will keep that promise in your stead, stranger. I nod at him and start walking toward shelter, feeling the strings of causality straining and snapping from my very being, leaving a thin layer of scarlet red frost. I brush off my shoulders and keep walking. What is going on there? Hey, Akri, can you hear me? I'm sorry for how things went. You must have died with a lot of grief in your heart to turn into one of them, huh? Ah, so he's a monster. It's because you thought you lost shelter, and me. But you can stop worrying about me now. I'll be fine. Now, I understand why you acted the way you did. And I know you never stopped caring about me, even when it seemed like you spread your love thin here in shelter. I'm happy you found something to care about other than me. None that meant you love me any less because of that. Having more precious things and people to care about doesn't make one's love diminish. It makes it grow. Leave everything to us. We'll make sure our shelter still stands, even when you're not fully with us. But this is still your shelter too. And you'll be forever part of it. Well then. Run. Run, you old dog. Let out your final breath for me. Should we cut it here? I mean, that is an entire scene of itself, but it's also like... We're gonna be switching to something else. Oh, am I gonna be a jerk? I mean, I feel like this is gonna be an entire scene of itself. Hey, since, this is a bit of a rush for me, I think that's a good time to cut it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to wait for tomorrow. Unless, I don't know, you decide to download this game and play it and all that stuff. You can if you want. I'm not gonna stop you. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. Or side play, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So, please comment, guys. I like comments. Damn you like, dislike, tips, tricks. Otherwise, if you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos that grow. Please remember to spend your animals to have control of the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, then you can go to Patreon, where it's $5 a month, $50 a year. Oh, and it looks like the episode I just finished. Whoa, how long is this? 22 minutes? Yeah, the episode I finished about 22 minutes ago is now fully uploaded. So I'm going to be posting that right now because I... stuff. And until next time, another side play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Show. Sorry, I got hiccups. Show to woo. So thanks and see ya.